only mode.
There we go. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. Screen share check. 389. Hold on there. Loud and clear. Love it, love it, love it. What's up? What's up? Brian. Hello, Joe. Brian. Multiple Brians. Ali. What's up? What's up? What's up? All right, let me click this. Rob Bailey, what's up, man? Rob Bailey, man, you're in San Diego. I haven't even been by to visit. I mean, it's just questionable. I'm judging you all over the place right now, Rob. Not even sure we can kick it anymore, man. Radonna, hi. How's it going? All right. Sounds good, brother. Barry, what up? What up? What up? I'm fixing my mic here, adjusting my sounds a little bit. Okay, so check it out. Tomorrow, our internet will all be hardwired in to the office, so we'll be plugged in, we'll be super fast and all that. That's not today. So it should be fine. I'm on my hotspot. There's nobody else connected to it sitting next to me. So we should be good. However, if it does cut out or something, you got to let me know. So I'd rather be proactive with it than behind on it, but we should be fine. So we'll give another like 2 or 3 minutes here. Since this month, since we started focusing on the skill of video, how many of you have actually started shooting video and kind of said, all right, I'm going to make the plunge and actually started taking action on it? Type yes in the chat and let us know what you've been doing. If you haven't, shame on you, and you better get started today. John says he's got it going a little bit. Derek says he's got it going a little bit. Cool, Ali, you did something fantastic. And it's like anything else, you know, the more you do, you got the green screens, messing around with some backgrounds, that's great. The more you do, the more you get used to. Yeah, Arlene says she's been playing around getting used to being on camera. Yeah, I mean, it becomes second nature. You don't even really think about it anymore. Cool. Yep. All right. What is this going on? I'm excited for this lesson. This is a really fun lesson. It's important that you master it, though. You're going to have to watch it a few times. Ty says, I've been doing so much for my clients. I've been slacking on my own videos for sure. Definitely, especially with your personality, Ty, you definitely need to be on top of that. And again, remember, the key to always making videos is you need that consistent format, right? You need a theme, something you're talking about, because this is what happens is usually people stop making videos when it goes like this. All right, I need to make a video today. And then the first question you ask yourself, well, what do I talk about? Then the next question you ask is, who do I send it to? And then you start asking all these other questions that discourage you from making it happen, right? So it really does start with having an audience in mind, right? And then that same consistent message and theme. So that way it's more of a doing task as opposed to strategizing an entire, game plan that should be done one time and then you're just executing from there. So that'll make your life a little easier if you just take the time, take 3 hours of time and just start going. Cool. Sherry got all the equipment. Love it. Good job, Sherry. Awesome. Before I jump in today, anybody have any quick questions about video or just anything in life in general? And while you guys type that, I'll ask you guys a question. How many of you saw my email yesterday, or technically Megan's email from my account about the new hire? Did anybody see that? I sent out an email yesterday, and it was basically we interviewed a girl like on the spot. I was actually having a meeting with someone else, and I forgot I had at 12 o'clock. So she came in like, oh, Billy, your 12 o'clock's here. And I was like, oh, shit. Like, okay. And then I told Paul, I was like, we'll just grab the camera because, in our office, we're going to be putting out a ton of real content like that. And so I was like, you know what? Like, I don't want to sell anything. I don't want to do anything. Just send it, Megan. Just literally, let's find out what people think and get their opinion. So yeah, a lot of people said they saw it, a lot liked it. Did she get hired? I don't know yet. I need to talk to her kind of off camera and just kind of, match her personalities. In regards to qualifications, she's definitely qualified. Like she's the real deal. We'll see. But overall, I want to say 90% of the feedback we got where people really liked her. A few people had, their concerns. But overall, she did good, and the room really liked her too. I stay really hesitant to make a decision either way. Someone said she came on strong. She was. Radonna nailed it, though. I think it's very important to have a culture fit. Exactly. So I'll bring her on. Here's the process as I'll go through is I'll do another call with her one-on-one, and I'll talk to her about everything except work. Right. And so I'll probably do that on my plane ride today or, before I leave, one of the two. So I'll just chat with her. And then also what I'll do is I'll have her come into the office and I'll have her just hang with the team. So they literally sit in a circle, and we'll probably film that one so you guys will see it and we'll send it out. But I think it's cool. I mean, is that helpful to kind of see those things? Like, I always wonder, like, is this good content? Like, do people actually give a damn? Like, because I want to know those things. It doesn't mean everybody else does, though. Like, but is that kind of fun to see? Just like how it actually goes down? Cool. Nice. Got some yeses. One says absolutely helpful. Dope. And also, too, like, if you guys have ideas of like, hey, you should do this or things you want to see in the office, let us know, because you're going to see an alarming amount of content coming from us. And so if there's anything specific you want to see, like, okay, Billy, for example, this morning and yesterday, how do we prep for the gene pool? Like, what goes into actually putting this together? You know what I mean? Like, what happens this, and I think stuff like that will be fun to see. So that's the kind of content I want to go with. So, yeah. Anyways, just want to say thanks for your input for those of you that did reply and all that stuff. We really do care about your feedback, so that's been helpful to do. All right, now let's get into some money-making stuff, shall we? As we go through, please be extra vocal today. Let me know if y'all got questions, because there's a lot to cover, right? So let's get into this. Still have that Snapchat slide in there. If you're not following me on Snapchat, damn it, then just do it. If you don't have Snapchat, which a lot of you are typing, download it. It's free. And I was definitely a hater, and then that freaking Gary Vaynerchuk shoves it down everybody's face. And then I started to use it, like, I guess this is kind of cool. And what's different about Snapchat, well, my official opinion on Snapchat is this. It allows you to just see the real person behind the business, the public figure, whatever it may be. And so, for example, with Instagram, Facebook, anything else, it's all really premeditated content. Meaning I can shoot a video right now, and then I can edit it, I can put filters on it, and I can do all that stuff, right? And it's the presentation of life of how we want you to see it, right? And Snapchat's not perfect either, but nonetheless, you at least get to just see some realness, and so I like it for that. So there's other people too, like low-key, I follow Puff Daddy, aka P. Diddy, and just to see, like, all right, what do you really do, Diddy, like during your days? Like, where are you really at? Like, you see them behind before they come out. I don't know. It's just a different perspective. So I'm a fan of it. I get to learn a lot. And so there, someone asked me about Facebook Live. I love it. We're remodeling a whole entire room in the office specifically for Facebook Live, to give you an idea of how much I believe that's important, Ali. So again, video is just the foundation. The live is important. The Snapchat, everything is about seeing yourself. So even if you're not that comfortable with yourself, it's all in your head, I promise. So just do it. Yeah, DJ Khaled, I've actually followed him, Ty, on Snapchat too. I like what businesses on Snapchat are doing. Yeah, perfect. There you go. Sherry says, do you use desktop software for FB Live Wirecast? I don't have a preference on that yet, Sherry. We haven't tested enough for me to really sit here and make a recommendation. But as soon as we do, and like we run it smoothly, and we have, you'll see it, because we'll be putting out the content. But when we do, Sherry, I'll definitely let you know. All right. Let's see. Saw some of the news about a change in Facebook about syncing pictures going away. I'm not really sure about it yet, but I'll keep you posted. If I know anything, I always tell you guys. But I haven't seen any screeching halts there. So, all right, let's jump into this. Recap of the month, right? Videos, simple, affordable, profitable. Keep that in your head. It doesn't need to be complicated. You don't need a giant budget, right? But you can make a lot of money. Be human, solve a problem, period. Most important things to take away from the previous weeks. Next is how to win with video, right? Feelings. Remember, you're selling feelings. People buy feelings. And then how to use demonstrative videos to basically, for any business under the sun. We went through a lot of examples last week. So if you didn't see it, get your butt back there and go through it, okay? And this week's focus. My fill-in-the-blank video script that has made Billy Genius Marketing Inc. millions. Whether it's a webinar, video sales letter, or demonstration video, this script works. Let me tell you guys, what I'm going to show you, it's straightforward, it's simple, but it will give you structure to your thoughts in regards to creating specifically sales videos. Every time I'm on a webinar, I am selling something, except for the gene pool. That would be the exception. But then again, having said that, I still have to sell you guys, right? If I come on here and I don't deliver, and you ever leave one of these calls feeling like, what am I doing paying this money, $100 a month or whatever it may be, to be in here? If I'm not delivering, then I lose you. So even here, I'm still selling, right? I got to make sure you feel good and that you're getting a return on your investment. Very, very important, right? So what I'm going to go through there is the exact template that I use. Let's jump into it. All right. So I'm going to play some videos for you, and I want you guys to just watch. And some of you've seen them before. Watch with a completely open mind. Enjoy it, experience it, listen. And then I'm going to take you behind the video to kind of go in depth about how we write. So again, some of you have seen it, but even if you've seen it, just pay attention. They're short videos, like 3 minutes. But there's a methodology that I'm using here, and it's the same every single time. So type in the chat if you're ready. Make sure your speakers are up all the way. If you guys have headphones, that would probably be the most helpful. And I'm going to throw it on. Just give me a yeah when you guys are ready. Okay, cool. So our classic Godfather. I'm starting with this one because it's made us a serious amount of money, especially this year in 2016. Let's get it.
Hey kid, you're here right now because you want our help, and we're ready to make you an offer. You can't refuse. Cheers to the new guy, huh? Hey. You see this? To you, this is just a device that you can advertise to people on, but to us, to our family, this is a blank check. This is a blank check that allows us to eat real good. Look at the spread. Eat up, enjoy, fam, enjoy. You see, we're the best in the world when it comes to using this device in Facebook to find customers for any business. And as a result, our clients reward us and pay us very, very handsomely. Nikki, tell them what they paid us last month, huh? Over $150,000, Godfather. I like the sound of this. And Mona, Mona, tell them how much a single client is willing to pay us a month. Over $30,000. Music to my ears. Come here, kid, because there's something I want you to understand. When you apply to work with us, this table of winners, you're applying to work with my family. And my family, I take very, very seriously. And with that comes a lot of privileges, I promise you. But more importantly, there comes some rules that you gotta follow. Rule number 1, take action. Nothing's more disrespectful to this family than us to invest our time, money, and resources, and you to just sit on it and not take action. And rule number 2, respect the family at all times. Not just the ones at this table, but the other members of our community. And rule number 3, most important, is confidentiality. Snitches. You're going to be learning a lot of strategies that are responsible for a lot of money and a lot of good food at this table. Keep your mouth shut, or you might find yourself sleeping with the fishes tonight.
And if you respect his rules, you'll get all the privileges.
You'll get the privilege of joining a family that will support you 24/7. You can email us, call us, or you can even text me.
The privilege to have us create a custom campaign for your clients or your personal business. Oh, and by the way, our campaigns make a lot of money. As a matter of fact, they made over $3 million in sales last year.
The privilege to copy our exact campaigns that allow us to get thousands of leads from local businesses every single day.
I'm talking chiropractors, doctors, dentists, realtors, gym owners, whatever your heart desires. The privilege to use our exact emails that allowed us to work with some of the largest franchises in the world.
For the privilege to work with the Don himself, me. So you want in? If this page hasn't already expired, apply now. Good luck, kid.
Boom. So there's the video. So first of all, what do you guys think? And some of you have seen it before, and especially if you're in camp, you've definitely seen it before. But thoughts on the video overall, as you guys type, and then I'm going to go dive in. And the reason why I'm showing this is because you're going to see me reference it a lot here, and kind of talk a little more about the strategy that was behind it, why I wrote things the way I did and designed it the way I did. It's a showcase, right? And so this video alone, and this is what I want to point out to everybody, is, one, this video is extreme, right? We put a lot of production value into it and all that fun stuff. I don't want you to believe that you need that, right? But you know, at this point in the company, that's what I put out. Okay, I have fun with it. I enjoy it. I'm passionate about it. It's one of those things that I do. But what I want everyone to remember, for those times when you're really like, damn it, I don't feel like making video. I'm scared to make video. We made that video, I believe, back in like February, right? And what is it, June now? We're still using it to make sales every single day. Literally, right before I got on this call, we just brought in $6,800. Like just right now from someone that came in, they loved the video, they applied to work with us, right? And then they came into our camp program or whatever it was. But my point is, the video was shot 5 months ago, people. Like, you know what I mean? It was a lot of work and pain in the butt to get done. But once you have it, it's an asset that you can use again and again and again and again and again and again and again. So why I'm stressing this before I go into the technical element is because right now I know it's something that everyone knows they need to do, but you're still not doing it. And I can't stress how much money you're leaving on the table and how difficult it does not have to be. Okay. Now, before I go into the Mario Kart video, which you guys have seen, you're going to see me track back to it. I just wanted to set some context for what we're about to go through, and then I'll go through these other demos, so to speak, and especially that one too. All fun videos. But here's an overview of the script that I'm going to give you guys. And you can take notes on it, but we're going to give this to you inside the gene pool. We'll give you like a nice, like clean version within the next couple days that you can download and just have and use it as a working blueprint, so to speak. But for every video that we create, this formula, even if it's a little loosely based on it, is the same. There's an introduction. We make a promise of people to, hey, this is why you should stay. We make them pledge their time and attention. We establish credibility. We state the problem. We dive into that problem and make it way worse than maybe what it is. We introduce our solution, reinforce the benefits, build value, make an offer, make a guarantee, give bonuses, create urgency, and address objections with testimonials. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and break down technically each of these steps for you guys, and then we're going to dive back into some of those old videos that you saw, and you're going to see them actually in action. You know I love examples, so I'm going to actually show you when I'm doing these exact things, so you know it's not just a myth or some kind of weird formula. This is shit we do every single day, right? Okay, so let's dive into it. Let's start with the introduction. The introduction, remember, we're focused on sales videos for this case, right? Sales video. The objective is to sell something. Whether it's a product, an appointment, getting someone to show up somewhere, we're selling them something, all right? So introduction, always start with who you are and what the heck you do. And this right here is nothing crazy, but make sure you're human and you show your personality. You smile and you have high energy. There's nothing worse than coming to a video and when you hit play, the energy is like this. Hey guys, I'm Billy Jean, and today I'm going to show you a project that we've been working on with my team for the last 7 years, and I really hope that you like it and enjoy. So we made this video in our office. It's just, can you guys hear that? I know you can't see me right now, right? But you can hear me. And do you hear the difference between, what's up everybody, how are you doing today? What is going on? Happy Tuesday. Hey Arlene, I see you. Barry, what's up? Ruben, how are you? Tiffany, what's going on? Remember, it's contagious. Your energy is contagious on audio. That's why radio personalities exist, right? But remember, if you're coming in, well, I just want to thank you guys for being here. And today I am going to go through my 64-point slideshow presentation. And I really hope that you're able to learn from this, okay? Do you guys feel the difference? Like literally, just type yes if you can. I mean, it's an energy thing, right? So again, it's not like this is super technical, but this matters more than anything else I'm going to show you. You can talk about nothing, but if you're smiling and high energetic, people are just going to watch because they can't take their eyes. Like, what's wrong with this person? What they eat today, right? So that's super important for the introduction. Show your personality, because remember, whenever you're selling with video, what are you selling? When you're selling with video, what are you selling that's even more important than the product or the service? Exactly, yourself. Yourself. That is it. People are buying you first. And let me tell you, that happens within the first 5 to 10 seconds. Not even. It's really within the first 5 seconds of looking at you. People will make their decisions. Everybody note that. So next, let's get a little more technical now. I'm going to give you guys a little exercise. In a video, people will look at you, they'll judge you, they'll look at your video, and they'll make a decision like, who the heck is this? And they'll have their stigmas about you. What you need right there for that brief moment that you have their attention is you need to make a promise or claim. This right here is arguably the most important fundamental tactic about a video, meaning your reason for keeping people as attention, and that's the promise you make them. So for example, in the next blank minutes, I'm going to show you how to get blank without blank. So I want everyone to write that down really quick. Just write it down. I think actually writing it down is going to help you. Or if you have another monitor up, whatever, type it. But I think you should write it down and have notepads. But in the next blank minutes, I'm going to show you how to get blank without blank. And then I'm going to go ahead and fill those in. So in the next 20 minutes, I'm going to show you how to get customers using video without the expensive equipment and without, having 12 hours a day of pain. You see what I'm saying? So basically, inside of those blanks, you're going to give them a time. And you always want to make it short, right? You give them an idea. And you don't necessarily have to use minutes. You can switch it up. Hey, in the next few minutes, you can say. You don't have to give a numerical value there, which I'm a fan of because then people don't get intimidated. But in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how to get pleasure without pain. That's what you're filling in. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how to get pleasure without pain. All right, is everybody noting that? Say it one more time. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how to get pleasure without pain. Right? Hey, in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how to get a six-pack without actually having to work out. So again, don't sound spammy, right? Don't say some shit that obviously is not true or anything like that. But that's how you hook people, is you give them a bold claim, a statement that makes them say, I have to stick around for this. Just type yes if that makes sense so far. It's a very simple tactic that makes a lot of difference in the world from having people leave your videos. Just want to make sure you're with me, because I want to give you actual action steps today that you can use. Okay, cool. Next, solve their biggest problem. You guys have heard me talk about that for the last 2 months in the gene pool. It's everything. Example, the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you how to get rid of all your student debt in less than 30 days. Right? Solve that problem. You got my attention. How many of you right now in this chat are still paying student debt? And most people in here are about 40, 50 years old. And how many still got, or just finished? Yeah, a lot of people. Well, I'm getting a lot of yeses right now. A lot of people still doing it. Right? Or they have clients that are doing it. Or your children's debt. Exactly, right? So if a video came on board and the very first thing it said is, hey, I'm Billy Jean, what's up? And right now I'm going to show you how to get rid of all of your children's college tuition debt that you're paying that's weighing down on you every month in less than 30 days. I know it sounds crazy, but no, I'm really going to do it. Right? And then the next tactic that you can use, I'm giving you 3 tactics right now. Right? The first is how to get pleasure without pain. The second is to solve the biggest problem. And the third is the ultimate cliffhanger. Cliffhang to death. We say, at the end of this video, I'm going to tell you who wins this season of The Bachelorette. But before I tell you that, I'm going to tell you this. Right? So there's this show on ABC. It comes on. I don't watch it, maybe. But at the end, it's a contest. Right? And at the contest ending, you have to decide, or there's always a winner. There's a winner, right? And so, again, any cliffhanger is always awesome, right? So you give them that problem or something that they really want to know. For example, let's pretend there was a way to tell who was going to win the election. And I could say, hey, at the end of this video, I'm going to tell you who is the next president of the United States. But before I tell you that, I need to explain to you how the voting process works here in America. Does everybody get that? So I'm hooking them. I'm saying, in other words, this is all I'm really saying, is this is why you need to stay till the end. This is why you can't leave this video right now. So classic. Boom. All right. Someone says an NLP, that's called an open loop, very powerful. Yeah, and people say, yeah, NLP, I guess that's the technical term for all of it. To me, it's just human interaction, persuasion is just how it goes. This is how we operate, Mark says, depending on the answer, half of your audience might move to Canada. This is true. So, okay, continue on. Anybody have any questions about making a promise or claim? And again, if you didn't learn anything today and you just came here and you just took this little bit of help right here and you put this at the beginning of your videos, you would have, I would almost argue, maybe double the conversions, because when you lose people in video, it's typically at the beginning. So this matters. Simple tactic, right? Simple, just, I like to give you guys real things that you can use, incorporate into your business and everything. Ruben says, dude, this just made my news webinar. That's what I'm talking about, man. Good stuff. But guess what? There's still a lot more steps to go. So I'm sure there's some other things you're going to want to hook in there too. All right. Now let's continue on. Pledging their time and attention. Pledging their time and attention. So it goes like this. Okay. So now that you just made this claim and you got them excited, you piqued their attention and say, hey, I'm going to let you know who the next president of the United States is. I know this beyond, shadow of a doubt. But there's something I need you to do is I need you guys to put away your cell phones. For those of you who have been to any of my sales webinars, you've probably seen me do this, but I start with the same thing. Hey, put away your cell phones, damn it. Right? Put away your cell phones. Now, if you're not doing a webinar and you just have a video selling your product, something that you should do, and I'm sure you guys have seen it before or done it yourselves, some of you, make sure you remove the play bars. Make sure you remove the play bars. Now, why are we removing the play bars? And the play bars is where it tells you how much time's in the video and all that stuff, and you can, hit play, stop, rewind, fast forward, all that. Why are we removing that? Why would we remove that? Well, the answer is because when most people come into a video, one thing that we do is we like to scroll down to the bottom and say, how long is this? Because nobody, quote, has time for anything, right? So we remove the play bars so people don't just skip ahead. And remember, to really sell something, someone has to go through the process. So typically, if they just skip forward to the end, so for example, let's take car sales, because I just went through that experience with my family. So if someone were just to tell, actually, I'm going to tell you guys a damn story. This is real life here. All right. So as you guys know, like I bought a new car, right? I bought a toy for me. That was like my little treat for myself. So naturally, my girl is like, well, what about us? And so her and the baby, and we already have a car, whatever. Okay. So long story short, I say, fine, we'll go out and we'll get like a family car. All right. We go to the first lot. It's like one of the Cadillac SUVs. It's cool. I like it a lot. But anyways, we go to the first Cadillac dealership. And I shit you not. This is a true story. Keep in mind, my family has been in the car business for 30 years. I used to sell cars. I understand the process, just as good as the one who understands it most, right? This is my lane. So I don't say anything, though. We just come out the car. We park. And we pull up. And the guy comes out and goes, oh, hey, what are you looking for today? And I go, yeah, we're just, browsing around. We wanted to kind of see the SUVs. First thing he says is this, oh man, that car, well, we don't have any in stock and they're all the way around the country. So, are you guys planning on buying today? Because if you're going to buy, then we can sit down and we can actually go through and I can do a search for you and we can do it. But is that something that's in your plans today? I'm not shitting you guys, right? Like immediately, that's the first, we just stepped out of the car. This was a conversation we had. What did he do wrong, everyone? What is the obvious thing that he did wrong? He just, right away, besides, he didn't say sir. He was an ass, yeah. Well, a couple things, right? He shot himself in the foot. Too strong, too fast. He tried to close me right away. He judged the hell out of me. And keep in mind, I don't know if you guys realize this, but when I'm out and about, I have like a t-shirt on and my basketball shorts and my house shoes. My girl, she like dresses nice, all that stuff. But me, I'm like super low key, right? So I'm sure I get judged all the time. I like that way. I like to hang out in the crowd, right? So he didn't ask us any questions. He was horrible. Someone says he talked before he listens. He focused on the negative. He wanted to know if you were ready to get married, all that stuff. Yeah, he was too much. But my point is this. Your videos are the same way. If someone were to just jump to your offer without seeing the value, meaning pick us a car, let's open the doors, let's get the new car smell. Let's see the safety things because we got a 5-month-old daughter. Let's feel that out. Let's drive the car and see how it compares to the 6-year-old car, that we have. So we can feel that deal. The feel of the wheel makes the deal, right? So I didn't go through any of those things. And as a result, I was completely turned off. So sure enough, what did I do? I walked into the sales manager's desk. I told him about a sales guy. I said, hey, you should fire this guy right away. And then I left, went to another dealership, and we bought the car. That's the moral of the story, right? So I was pissed too. But anyways, that's that. But nonetheless, that's why we take away the play bars. Is because you cannot short the experience. For example, we work with a lot of franchises. People know who we are. They know what we do. Having said that, even if a new customer comes, they need to have a demo with us. We don't skip the demo, meaning showing them the campaign, walking them through the steps. Never skip the demo. Ever. Never skip the demo. Everyone remember that. No matter what you're selling, product, service, do not take shortcuts. Bring them through the full sales experience. Got it? So everyone cool with that? Make the vow. Sorry, that was a little bit of a tangent, but I felt like I had to get that out. Okay? Another way to do that in the beginning of a video, and whether it's a video or webinar or whatever it is engage the audience. So do you guys notice something? I'm sure, but how often do I ask you guys to type in the chat? Right now, type in the chat if I asked you before to type in the chat. You know what I mean? That's what I do. It's engaging. It makes you focus. When you're typing, you can't be texting unless you're using voice chat, and that's ridiculous. But nonetheless, you know, it's strategic, right? And then also, too, what I also have you do is grab a pen and paper. You know, grab a pen and paper. Yeah, someone says it's a great idea for Facebook Live. I agree, right? Grab a pen and paper. So grab a pen and paper is a great way to really let them know that great information is coming. You should pay attention. So you see me use all of those tactics, but you guys should definitely use them in your videos, all right? So again, the only reason why I can even pledge their time is because I made them a really cool promise in the slide before. So these two go together, all right? Norm says, can we take out the play bar with Wistia? We sure can. In the customize, when you customize the settings, Norm, you can. All right, now next. Establish credibility. Okay, so the flow went like this. Hey, in the next 30 minutes, I'm going to teach you how to pull a rabbit out of a hat, right? So if you can do me a favor, if you really want to see this rabbit coming out of a hat, put away your cell phones, take out a notepad and pen, because I'm going to give you actual step-by-steps on how to do this. Now, who am I to ask you to pause what you're doing and stopping your world? Well, my name is da-da-da, and this is where you go into your credibility. So something huge, I'll give you guys a few tactics here and strategies that you can actually use. So number one, when establishing credibility, always be specific. I'm a broken record with that message because it's that important. Always be specific. In other words, hey, you know, if I'm an author, right, and I'm teaching people how to like write their first book, as opposed to saying, hey, my name is Billy Jean and I've sold a lot of books, so you should listen to me. Hey, my name is Billy Jean, and in the last 6 months, I've been able to sell 13,233 books using Amazon and Google Play Store. It's been pretty cool. Do you see how that's more believable? One's fluff, one's facts, and they'll still have their questions, but it's just something so simple. Be specific. Be specific, okay? Another way to build credibility, talk about your previous wins. That's why I'm so big on people getting case studies. It really helps you be more credible, and it makes you better at what you do. But you talk about your previous wins. So who did I just had a call with someone yesterday with Jacinda, right? And she was talking about how she did a paint and wine campaign that went really good for one of her clients, a lead generation campaign. But a great way to get the attention of others is to tell them what you already did for one of your previous customers, students, etc. Easy win. To establish credibility, talk about what you've done in the past. You know, what do you think all of these presidents, well, with the exception of Donald Trump, but what do you think every presidential candidate's doing, right? They're pledging, hey, I've done this because I was the Secretary of Defense and I have 8 years and, you know, as the governor, whatever it may be, right? Credibility. Talk about your previous accomplishments, okay? And then there's another way to do it. There's another way to do it, is the reluctant hero. Does anybody know what that is? Any of my copywriter fans out here? Does anybody understand what I mean by the reluctant hero approach? Anyone? So, yeah, Jay says, I'm just like you. So it kind of sounds something like this. The humble brag, exactly. So it sounds like this. Hey, my name is Billy Jean, and, you know, yesterday I was on Facebook, and I ran this campaign to do lead generation for dentists, and it blew my mind, but we ended up getting them 13 new patients, and we only spent $60. It was crazy. Like, even now I'm looking at like, I couldn't believe I did that. This guy who, you know, used to live with his mom and both his parents grew up on welfare, but it really happened. So yeah, ever since then, I've kind of been a rock star at this stuff. Anyways, I created this video to show you how I did it. Or, you know what I mean? That's why you guys are watching this. Does that make sense to everybody? See how that feels a little different? This is probably the most popular technique that you guys see your friends do on Facebook, you know, and then it usually ends with something like this, #blessed. My husband just got a promotion today, hashtag blessed, hashtag life forever, hashtag love it, you know? So again, that you see the reluctant hero all the time because nobody wants to be the bully and take shots at the person who doesn't really mean to brag, right? So Barry gave a comment, dude, wish I could hang out with you 24 hours, would learn so much. Oh, thanks, Barry, I appreciate that, man. Well, we're doing a lot of live streaming, so you can hang out with us a little bit more. And the next, and this is something that you should all take note of, this is a really popular technique, but it's borrowed authority. Borrowed authority. So this is something that a lot of you right now can use. How many of you right now have the fear of selling because you feel like you don't really have the credentials yet? Like you haven't really done enough kind of wins and you're still kind of building that up. So it makes you a little hesitant, and that's okay. That comes with time and that comes with proof, and ultimately that will be gone when you just, results create certainty, right? So that's what happened. However, a good way to overcome that is speak objectively about the marketplace, right? So borrowed authority. So, hey, according to the Washington Post, online education is going to grow by 2.1, billion, people in the next 40 days. I don't know, I'm just making shit up. But you just leverage other facts from big time players. Hey, according to the Huffington Post article, on June 17th at 3:17 p.m., they just released a statement that Facebook is the largest or the best opportunity for business owners in the world to date. Huffington Post. See what I'm saying? I'm saying it, so for some reason it kind of makes me credible, but I'm only talking about them. And of course, who's going to question, Huffington Post, right? Borrowed authority, right? Borrowed authority. Okay? Make sense for everyone? Is this helpful to give you guys this breakdown so far? Give you these real life examples that y'all can use every single day? Cool. If you have questions, just ask me, just shut me up. Continuing on. Step 5. Stating the problem, okay? So now we just came in, and let's just do a quick little recap. I want to make sure we're all on the same page here. So this is one big flow of the video is, hey, my name's Billy Jean, and I am the guy who turns clicks into customers, and today I am going to show you how to use Facebook ads to get a ton of customers without having to spend a ton of time and money doing it. So what I'm going to ask you to do is, while I explain this, because this is really going to help you, is put away your damn cell phone, take out a pen and paper, and take notes, because ultimately, why would you be here if you didn't want the help? So actually use this and, respect your own time, damn it. All right? Then I would come through there, and after I said that, I would say, all right, so who am I to teach you anyway? Well, my name is Billy Jean, and I've been doing Facebook advertising for the last 5 years. I spent millions of dollars on the account. I teach thousands of people how to do it. I run my own business off it. This is how I get customers, da-da-da-da-da-da. And so that's where I've gotten all this data that I'm about to share with you. It's from actually doing it, right? Everybody following me so far? Now I just established credibility to myself. Now I want to state the problem, right? This is the biggest problem that you guys are facing right now. And I'll show you a couple ways to do it, all right? So the idea behind this step, and it's very important, is you want to make the customer feel like they're screwed. I was going to use other language there. My team didn't let me. They said, calm down, Billy, just say screwed. But you want to make them feel like they're screwed, like they have the biggest problem in the world right now, okay? So for example, you can always demonstrate this. So what you see is a picture up top of one of those Swiffers with a bunch of stuff on the floor. So one way to do this in video is to physically show them the problem, right? So if you were selling a product about a graffiti remover, like someone's like graffitiing walls, then show them a picture of a wall being graffiti. Like that visual presence, being able to show people is amazing. But if not, then you just got to say it, right? So for example, finding parking downtown sucks. How many of you, when I said that, immediately knew what I was talking about? We're not even in the same city, right? How many of you feel me? Downtown parking sucks. I took a universal truth. I took an illusion, a well-known reference, and I put it out there, and immediately we got on the same page. I took something that we all can't stand, and we did it together. I'll do another one. Going to the DMV is the worst feeling in the world. The DMV is literally the worst place in the world, right? Well-known references. Everybody's got to go to the DMV at some point. You've dealt with it, and it's always a pain in the butt experience, okay? So there's another way to state the problem. But again, it's got to be well-known. I can't talk about something that only I would understand. Your audience has to understand it, okay? And then another way to do it is to relate to the problem. I can't stand when my daughter wakes up in the middle of the night. And again, I'm talking about me. However, I'm relating to you because I know about 70% of the people on this call have children. Let me verify that. Just type yes if you have children. Type no if you don't. That's usually our facts when we do our research here. Yeah. Yeah, it's looking about right, about that. 70, right? So I say something like that, hey, I can't stand when my daughter wakes up in the middle of the night. And it's such a well-known problem that even if you don't have children, you've at least experienced someone else's kids doing it. Julia says yes, but it will get worse than waking up. True. Cool. Right? So again, you guys want to relate all of these problems, right, to your audience. So there's a quick ways to do it is you can demonstrate it. You can literally say it, but if you say it, make sure it's a well-known reference that everybody rolls their eyes to, right? Everyone's got to, oh my gosh, I can't stand that. Or you've missed the mark. All right? Any questions about stating the problem before I continue? Good? Nope. All right. So once you state the problem, your next step is to exaggerate it and make it bigger. And we say that's like putting the knife in and then twisting it. So stab them and twist the knife. It sounds harsh, but good. I want it to feel a little emotional because that's how important this is. So I'm going to take both those examples and watch me twist the knife. So you can't find parking. Now you're late to work. And this is the third time you've been late this month. So your boss walks in and he fires you on the spot. So now you lose your income and you can't provide for your freaking family. How does that make you feel? Pause. Silence. You feel like shit, right? Again, what did I tell you guys in the other weeks? What's the only thing that you're ever really selling? What's the only thing you're ever really selling? Feelings. Feelings. That's right. It's feelings. That's it. So notice that it's a technique that I use right there that I'm showing you guys. I want you to take note of this. You state the problem, and the way that you exaggerate the problem / really put the knife in and twist it is by going to another layer. So basically asking why again, or what happens next. So you can't find parking. Well, what's so bad about that? Well, because then you're late to work. Well, what's so bad about that? Because, well, then my boss will fire me. Well, what's so bad about that? Well, then I can't provide for my family. Now it became real. See that? Everybody see that? It took me another 3 questions to actually make it real. It took another 3 questions to really get there, right? How many questions are you currently asking your audience? Probably not enough. See what I'm saying? I feel like shit. Let's do the other one with the sleep. You can't get sleep at night because your daughter keeps waking up. Hashtag true story. You sleep through your alarm. You're late to work. You lose your job. You can't provide your family. How does that make you feel? See, it doesn't matter how we got there. It's the same thing. See what I'm saying? Same thing. That's what you want to go to with your product or service, though. So all of you should evaluate what you're selling and make sure you're speaking to the bottom of that list, to that last layer, because that's what you're selling. All right? Continuing on. You answer the solution. So that used to happen to me all the time, and I almost lost my job, but then I got a vibrating alarm clock. Alleviate the pain, right? By providing a solution. I was so screwed, my life was done. I couldn't ever make it up, but then I got this vibrating alarm clock, and all of a sudden I've never missed work again. Woo! You know, so Sasha just put a picture up here of Claritin. Live Claritin clear every day, but that's what they do, right? You state the problem, you dig in deep, and your problem was just the worst thing ever, and the only thing to fix this problem that you had in your life was your solution. I got allergies, and so Claritin was what solved that. You know? Cool. Everybody cool? Everybody got that with me so far? Is this making sense? Is this actually, this should be really helpful right now. I want this to be helpful and entertaining or anything like that. I want this to really, resonate, so to speak. Okay? Cool. Now let's go through after you introduce the solution. Now you reinforce the benefits. So it's the same way that we took, can we have today's slide? You always have, yeah, you sure can, Mike. Of course you can. Yeah, and the gene pool, it should always be in there when you guys log in. But Same thing here. So I go into the solution, and just like we dug the pain and we exaggerated the pain, you also do the same thing with the benefits, except you really paint the picture. So we say reinforce the benefits, hashtag paintbrush is the thing. Now that I got a vibrating alarm clock, I haven't been late to work since. My boss recognized it, gave me a raise, and I feel great that I can buy my family nice things. And how does it make me feel when I can give my family what they want? That's what you're selling. So a big time miss when people say the benefits of their product is you forget to go to the next layer of really what they're buying, you know, because they're not just buying the ability to wake up on time. They're buying the benefits that come with waking up on time. Now you wake up on time, so now you can actually get up and make it to the gym before you go to work. And then when you go to the gym before work, you're in a much better mood and you're more productive. When you're more productive, you just freaking kill it at work and you make more money. When you make more money, you're able to provide for your family and give them all the things that they ask for. And how does that make you feel? And I got all of that from just buying a vibrating alarm clock? Yes, you did. You see what I'm saying? Like when you really look at it, it's like, wow, that's extreme. But no, it's not. That's how the people buy emotionally. I tell people all the time. I got a buddy of mine, and he always tries to sell logically, and I fucking get so mad. I'm like, stop doing that. It's not a real thing. People buy with their feelings emotionally, and then they rationalize their approaches with the logic. You know, how many of you have bought like something ridiculous, a $400 shirt, a $1,000 purse, and the shit that comes up in your mind to rationalize it? Well, I needed that purse because then the client wouldn't have taken me seriously. Of course I needed that purse. I mean, the shit that we will say to ourselves to rationalize our purchases. Does anybody know how to spell rationalize? Does anybody know how to spell rationalize? $100 Venmo to your account right now if you spell rationalize correctly. $100, true story. I'll really do it. PayPal. Everyone's spelling it Rationalize. No, it's Lies. Lies. Rationalizing are the lies that we tell ourselves to make ourselves feel better about the decisions that we make. Go out with my buddies. This is when I didn't have any cash, right? I go out with my buddies, and then we'd spend like, you know, a couple $100 at the bar and, you know, try and impress people and be the man and I'd be so cool and all that stuff, right? And then all of a sudden, the next day, we would rationalize like, damn, we just spent all of our money. Now I don't know how I'm going to pay for rent. But the rationalization would be like, man, we had fun. Dude, that's what life's all about anyway. At least we had fun. Bro, no, man, we got to experience it. Like, we had such a good time. Like, people don't live life like that, right? We just tell ourselves so much shit. You know, you watch the shows and, you know, everybody like, you'll see Olivia Pope and the president in Scandal. You know, they hook up, and then our minds, even though they're having an affair with the president, it's like the worst example you could ever set. We rationalize it and we say, well, at least they're in love and they're happy. Lies. Lies you tell yourself to feel better. Right? The biggest we do it is with our weight. What we're eating and shit. Dude, it's Sunday. Of course I don't have to do that. Well, it's what's it called? It's birthday. How many times have you given up alcohol? Oh, well, obviously I have to do it if it's Sarah's birthday. I mean, it's only happens once a year. There's always something. Anyways, I spent a little too much time on that, but I think it's that important because that goes so much deeper than writing or creating videos. This is what we do in our lives, right? For example, I'll give you it. For a lot of people inside of our like camp program, right? Or any business, everyone in here is an entrepreneur, even if you're not with our camp program, you're an entrepreneur. How many times have we missed our goals, didn't make as much money as we want, and then say, I didn't even really want to make it because at the end of the day, all that matters is that I spend time with my family and that's what's important. We actually will take a step backwards, right? And we will set our goals lower to make ourselves feel better about not accomplishing what we know we really could have. Rationalizations, lies. Lies. Lou Ryan taught me that, if you guys were wondering. Lou Ryan, very smart guy, one of my first business mentors. Okay? Ruben says, we created rational lies to explain how easy it is to alter reasonable ideas. Yep. Mark says, gave up booze and lost 45 pounds. Good shit, Mark. Ty says, nobody got that $100. That's accurate. No one did. So, cool. All right, I'm going to go through. Anybody have any questions about this? You guys see why I'm spending so much time on it, right? These are important. You know, these are huge. These go so much deeper than just a video script. But remember, this is what we're really selling is, you know, psychology, why people do what they do, and that's to chase feelings. All right. coming through. Number 9, build the value, right? Build the value. Build the value. Let me give you an example. I'm going to stroke back here. So what we did is we just introduced the product. Hey, I got this vibrating alarm clock. You know, it's great. You'll get a job and you'll be so much happier and you'll be able to buy your family's things because your performance will be better. You won't miss things. And then before I introduce the price and I talk numbers, I like to build the value. And the easiest way to do that for all of you, and you've seen it done 100 times, is by making comparisons. So I'll give you a real life example. So take like our camp program, right? So our camp is a year-long investment of $6,800 for the year. All right. So the comparison that I like to give, and it was relevant with the conversation I had yesterday, so we use it as an example here. But we said, okay, if you get your undergrad degree, on average, it's going to take you about 4 years to do. You're going to have about $60,000 of debt. That's not including interest, etc. Right? And so before I even introduce the price and the length of our program, I talk about what everybody already knows. And right now, we happen to be in this time where people are really doubting if they should even send their kids to college. We're doing it because we know we're supposed to, and, you know, they'll develop there, and there's some other good things. But there's a serious question of, like, you know, I have my daughter, and I say, you know, I went to the University of San Diego, and I say, wow, am I going to send her on the same path? Am I going to allow her to stack up $200,000 of debt like I did? How many of you are faced with that decision right now? True story. How many of you are thinking about that? Or maybe you're in there and you're wondering, is it the right move for your kid? A lot of us, right? Some of you already did it and you're paying for it, so now you're thinking, yeah, now with the grandkids, you know, Mark says, you know. It's all right. Later, John's going to run on us. Peace out, man. Thanks for being here. But yeah, it's something real. So anyways, I'm taking well-known situations, well-known references that everyone can relate to, and I'm giving a comparison. Hey, traditionally for education, this is what you pay. Plus, there's no guarantee of a job placement. Plus, you know, you may not even obtain a certain skill until really your master's program. So you really may be screwed. Then I say, okay, take our camp program, right? Because now when I introduce it, it's relative. And it seems like a great deal compared to blank. But if you don't give that reference point, it's hard. You see what I'm saying? Just like some people on the car lot, a strategy that they'll do is they'll show them all the crappy cars before they show them the new one. Because they want them to feel like, holy cow, this is the real deal. Having that comparison, being able to relate is huge. How many of you right now with whatever you're selling are making comparisons in your sales offer? And how many of you are going to start doing it right away? That should be everybody, right? It's huge. It matters so much. You know, what a lot of people do is they'll have services that they have that almost nobody takes, right? So it'd be like me creating a $5 million coaching program, right? And I have it up there, but then when I sell my $1 million coaching program, it's like, well, it's not the 5, so it's not that expensive. I chose the middle road. And then people tell themselves rationalizations about how that makes sense. Okay? So anyway, comparison. It's pretty straightforward to the point, but it's a good way to build value. Again, I'm just giving you the steps, giving you the template. Next thing you do is make the offer, okay? This is so important, right? When you make the offer, after you just said, hey, you know, most college tuitions and learning programs like this where you can actually make money, they don't teach you anything and you go into debt and it takes you 4 years to do. Right now, for just a 1-year commitment, you can start making money almost right away if you're willing to work hard. For just $6,800, you can get access to our program. Yeah, $6,800, not $60,000. See how I went back? Not $60,000, not where you need a huge loan and to pay a bunch a day. It's only $6,800. Wow. See what I'm saying? As opposed if I came just cold, it wouldn't be anything. But what I want to point out here is when you're making the offer, notice I said it with confidence. Why? Because I believe in what we do. And I believe when we double it in a couple months, it's still going to work just as great because I believe that much in what we do. Really do. But this is where we mess up. And all of you are going to be guilty of it, especially when we just start in business. If some people are really seasoned here and you've been doing it for a while, but you'll relate to this. Some people are just starting. But the worst thing that you can do is make your offer with hesitance. And it sounds something like this. okay, so I'll create your Facebook ads, for the month, and does $200 sound fair? Does that work for you? I mean, if not, and before they even say anything, sometimes we'll talk ourselves down. And I'm flexible with that. Like, it doesn't have to be, just as a starting point. How many of you have talked yourself out of money? Right now, type yes. I want the real deal. Say you're guilty right now. You talked yourself out of money. Almost everyone's like, yeah, don't do that. Stop it right now. Stop it right now. You got to have that belief in yourself, right? And if you don't, then you got to get more wins to build up your confidence so you can get more results, and that will create certainty. And then when you talk on the phone, it's like, bam. I was just telling, somebody who was working with me is he was nervous to sell his first one. He closed it at like $700 a month. He got someone. And then the next one, he said, man, I should charge him double now, because he had the confidence, because he knew that it worked. A lot of the times we have hesitance making an offer because we're not sure what we do, and that's okay. But the idea is to get sure, to continue to practice and get better at what we do to the point where we are that confident, right? And that's where the hard work and time and patience comes in, okay? But again, never, ever, 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 ever back down from your offer. Hey, yeah, it's $6,800, and we should double it, damn it. That's it. Great investment you can make. They mimic your behavior. If you sound meek, you sound unsure, so will they. If you sound confident and you just treat it like, yeah, it's only $6,800, all of a sudden, damn, they go, yeah, man, he's right. That is a good value. And then when they say, well, I need to talk it over with my husband and wife, now they're selling the wife. Babe, think about how much we both spend on our undergrad. Babe, we're collectively $300,000 in debt. Neither one of us are even working in the field that we got our degree in. Now we're flinching on $6,800. See what I'm saying? Now people are out there selling each other, you know what I mean, with your stuff. So there you go. Very important. Very important, all these things I'm going over with you. Because whether you're writing or it's video, this all applies, right? Anybody got any questions before I continue? And I know this is a lot of information, but this is good shit right here, I'm telling you. It works. It's made a lot of money. All right, going through. When you make the offer, take away the pain. Oh, this is, damn it, Rena, you forgot to change the title. You make a guarantee here. This is the guarantee. You guarantee, not make the offer. We did the make the offer here. So then you come from here and it's guarantee, right? And the guarantee is all about fear, risk reversal, all that classic stuff you've heard of before. But it's basically putting your money where your mouth is. Look, if I don't deliver on what I say, if you're not happy, then I'll give you your money back, right? I give you your money back. Very simple, straight to the point. Risk and guarantee, they work. They work. They work. They work. They work. They work. Now, when you have some people come in and take advantage of what you do, 100%. We have it all the time. It happens, And you start to smell those people. You can get who they are. You can see who's just coming in. They're going to ask for what. But you know what you do? Okay, let that be on them. All you can do is genuinely try and help people. And if they want to take advantage, well, let them take advantage. Karma will catch up to them, right? But it's huge. It's huge, and it shows the potential customer that you believe in what you're doing. We live on guarantees, right? And also, too, for everyone, don't be afraid to not guarantee. Don't be afraid to not guarantee, right? Like, if you're at a point with your business where you're like, man, so many people have done this shit and it just works so well, or, so many people have tried my product, so many people have purchased my product, we absolutely don't give a guarantee because we've seen it work. So to avoid the headache for us, no. We want people who are sure and committed. That works too. You'd be surprised. So you kind of got to fill out what's your personality, what you're comfortable with, but don't think you have to. You can also make it a point to not guarantee them and work it to your advantage. See what I'm saying? All right. Next is the bonuses. This is so classic. Y'all have seen it a gazillion times. But the bonuses, this is real, right? So check it out. You already built value and you said, look, compared to a regular college, this is nothing. This is a drop in the bucket and you can start making money with it right now. You can't even learn this stuff in college. But just to really, really make it that much sweet, I'm going to throw in a one-on-one strategy session with me. Plus, I'm going to give you access to the gene pool, which is our, monthly coach calls. That's $100 a month. And then you make sure you always tell them, how much you're saving. And this is what I usually charge. So if you guys have ever seen me present, if I do give away like one-on-one strategy sessions or something that I'll include with it are screenshots of people actually buying it, right? So it's one thing to say like, hey, I'll charge at least $1,000 to get on the phone with somebody. And it's something different from people actually paying that and showing the screenshot. So I'm such a huge, huge fan of showing proof when I can, right? Of showing proof when I can. Mark says, do you do this for ad clients? It may be a little different, right? If this is for the actual agency, Mark, the sell is a little different in that case, but nonetheless, bonuses work the same. Hey, Steve, I saw that you have, 3 locations that you, inside your massage place or whatever it is, or you have 3 chiropractic practices. I'll tell you what, Steve, if you bring on all 3 today, I'll drop the price on $25 a month for each. And that's just for making it happen today. And here's the reality. You already know if it works, you're going to come on board. So you might as well save money in the process. That sound fair? That's what I'm saying, Mark. So bonuses are everywhere. You can get as creative as you want with them, right? You can get super creative, but just make sure you have them because they work like crazy. And a good way is to tell them, look, these bonuses go away. Create urgency/scarcity is the final. You got it. You guys have heard me say this now for 2 months straight in the gene pool. I think I've said this every single call. If you don't give people a reason to take action immediately, they will take action later or maybe never. You got to give them the reason. So here's the simplest one so that you guys can always have. Limited time offer, limited number of seats available, and then always, 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 always give a reason as to why is that. Right? For example, like we've been, promoting like our live event in the last few weeks. Why, what's our urgency there? Well, we literally only have so many seats because we can't fit that many people in our office and my team's only so big. There's a reason. There's a reason. Even if your reason is that, hey, because I want people to buy a lot faster and I don't want them to drag their feet so we can continue on with our business, I'm capping this off today and it ends today. Fine. That's being real, but just give them a reason. Don't just say limited quality only because it just sounds like spam and like another regurgitated information, product or service or whatever. Cool? Anybody questions about that? Give me a yes if you're still with me. Give me a yes if this has been helpful. Good, good, good. Cool, good, good. I'm liking it. All right. Now, I want you guys to remember this, and this is huge. And this is an exercise I'm going to give to all of you right now, okay? So, addressing objections and providing testimonials. Say it again. Addressing objections and providing testimonials. You guys have seen it on every infomercial under the sun. At the end of it, what is there always? There's those customers who literally are supposed to look just like you and share the same objections as you. Testimonials, listen, they're strategic. You don't want to just have a testimonial to have one. What they're saying in the testimonial, you want them to address a frequently asked question of your buyers. So right now, all of you, for your service or product, whatever you're selling, I want you all today to write out the 10 most frequently asked questions / objections that they have. Can you guys do that? Just can't do it. Write out the 10 most frequently asked questions that they have. And then you want to ask those same questions, listen to this, ask those same questions to your testimonials. Because then, as opposed to sitting here and saying, when people say, hey, is it really worth the price? Hey, how much time does it take? Can I really do this with everything else on my plate? Instead of you saying it, now your testimonials are saying it. Feel that? So now Sally Jane is saying, hey, I'm a mother of 2, but I still got time to do it. Doug Fisher on the other side is saying, I took out credit cards for it, but it was worth it. Now they're addressing it for you. And they're real people, right? Relatable. So again, super duper, 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 duper important that you use your testimonials and you leverage them strategically like that. Ask them the same questions that the people are asking that are on the fence about purchasing. That little tidbit will boost your conversions like crazy. These are small game changes I'm giving you guys that make all of the difference in the world. Okay? Then you see me say I have hashtag seeding there. And all throughout your presentation, you should be addressing those frequently asked questions. Just little jabs that you're taking on them. So when you're demonstrating the product, you say, look, it only takes, 20 seconds to do. It only takes 20 seconds to do. Now you're addressing that question of how much time do I have to put into this during the presentation. Plus you have testimonials at the end confirming it. Done. Done. These elements right here, try and stick to the order, but sometimes we'll mix and match them just depending on once you really feel good and creative about it. As long as you're addressing and doing all of these things, that's the true key, right? Every now and then we'll mix some things here and there, but we try and keep a similar format, right? So today's recap, use this 14-step template to make a lot of money with sales videos. Now, what we're going to do to close out today, now I'm going to go back to a couple of these videos, and I want you guys to pay attention to what I'm using. So as we go through and you're listening, type in when you recognize one of those 14 things that I'm doing. And you're going to start to see the patterns and realize, oh shit, he really acted. This isn't just Billy being charismatic and doing shit. There's an actual method to this madness. Okay? Check it out.
Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Billy G and the Billy G is Marketing Squad. What's up? And today we have a very, very special gift for you. So right now, if you are charging people to do their quote-unquote social media, and someone's expecting for you to bring them results, then we have the ultimate gift for you. We're a digital marketing agency, and we're the best in the world when it comes to turning clicks into... That was not planned. So what's on this gift that we're about to open inside this box that's free, and we're going to bring it to you, is the exact campaigns, emails, scripts that we use to work with some of the largest franchises in the world. So if you need more customers to help pay your bills, that's going to be handy. In addition to that, the exact Facebook ads that we ran, like newsfeed ads, like we're in your newsfeed now, the exact ones that we ran to sell hundreds of thousands of dollars of physical products every single month using nothing but Facebook. No tricks, just freaking Facebook. In addition to that, the exact sales presentation that we give to all of our clients. 97% of our clients aren't in San Diego with us. We've never met them. How do we do it? How do we sell them? What's the relationship like? We give you that. The templates, the script, all that stuff. In addition to that, we give...
Really fast, I want to show you guys, that was an example of seeding right there. So what I've known from doing this for a while is that a big plus to wanting to do what we do is people love the freedom of being able to work from where they want. So notice right there how subtly I took the time to say, hey, 97% of our clients we've never met before. We've never met them. And the people are typing, they say, hey, we see that you're being human. They definitely see that. They see the scarcity. We just stated who we are and what we do, right? Our promise and claim is, look, we're going to give you this gift, right? That's our whole hook. And now we're telling them what's on it. We're showing them the pleasure, the benefits, the benefits, the benefits. The energy is definitely there, right? High energy. You see our crew. And again, we did a couple takes, like a couple times people weren't that energetic. It was like, guys, do that shit again. We have to come with energy. And so you guys are kind of, seeing that there, and I'll continue on.
You the exact webinar presentations that have led to, how much for that? $500,000 of sales in a few...
Specific. We didn't just say, I actually made it a point to pause, ask Rena, hey, how much have those brought in so far? Get a number there. Be specific. Be specific.
Pretty much just using webinars, automated webinars. So we give you all of these things inside of this gift that I'm open for you now. There's so much more on it, by the way, so you're going to have to read the description to find out everything that's on there. But if you're looking to bring your clients results, or if you have a business and you're looking to make more sales or find more customers, let me show you what we got to offer you here. So this is a pocket knife. I don't really know how to use it, but this is happening very really. Everybody stand away, stand away.
So this is a fun tactic that you can use in videos that it's a lot harder to do in writing. But whenever you're demonstrating, I love to hook people with, keep their attention, keep them engaged by little things like this. How many of you, no matter where it was or who was doing it, if someone was opening a box, you have to know what's inside. It doesn't tell me what's inside. You just hyped up and told me about it. Your curiosity is probably going to get the better end of you and say, what the hell is in this box that he's going to open? Or, hey, when this guy is driving and he gets to his destination, where is he going to be? little things like that to keep their suspense and engagement go a long way, which is why we kept the box there the whole time. We didn't open it until then.
What's going on here? So you're seeing the unboxing here. That was pretty good, I'll say. And we're going to rip this open. As you can see, it's happening. We're going to bust it out. And you can see here, inside this box, we got flash drives. Flash drives with the exact, everybody take one, show them. And we only got 500 of them. So we'll take one, bam, let's get it. Let me show you what they look like.
Everybody catch that? What did I just use? What am I using right here? Boom.
This is the exact flash drive with everything I'm talking about. It's on here. And we're going to give it to you for free. All you have to do is pay the shipping. If you're like, oh my God, they're going to charge me for shipping, then we don't want you to have it anyway.
Okay, a couple things there. Yeah, exactly. So everyone sees the scarcity right there like crazy. But I made it tangible too. See how I used the video? I actually took them out and I spread them apart. I let them physically see. Remember, just having urgency for no reason is not enough. You got to show them why. There's my why. And then what did I do too? I said the offer confidently. A lot of people do this. Hey, it's a flash drive. You get it for free and just pay the shipping. They'll try to say it under the breath. Anybody see what I did there? I took their biggest objection, the shipping, and I made them feel stupid for it. Oh my God, you're complaining about $5. Shut up. Shut up. Did you not just hear the value that I'm giving you on this? And you're bitching about $5.95? I don't want you to have it. Polarizing, right? Some people are like, God, this guy's an asshole. I'm out of here. Other people are like, dude, this is my guy. See that? I'm myself. But at the same time, I'm taking the price, and now I've completely mentally switched it to like, what kind of real entrepreneur wouldn't invest $5.95 into their stuff? See what I'm saying? Goes a long way, people. Goes a long way. They spent that on their Starbucks this morning. Now you won't invest into your own flash drive? You're that cool? See what I'm saying? All strategic. All strategic.
There's so much value on it. It's disgusting. I'm ashamed of myself for giving this to you for free, but I think it's going to help you make more money and get your clients better results. So cheers from all of us. Make sure you click the link wherever it's at, whether it's here, up there, ready to get everybody. Show them the office. We're a real company. We actually do this, and we're giving it to you for free. So take action. Get your orders. Honestly, this one up close. And bring it down here. Look down here. Look down here. This is all we have is 500. This is very real. When they're sold out, you are screwed. So if you're whining about, oh man, I have to pay shipping, well, stop it. Because there's only 500, and this will change your life and your business right now. We look forward to seeing you. Bam!
They have it.
So that's that. Again, now I have a question. How is that watching that video? Because I know a lot of you have seen it before. How is watching that video now with those 14 kind of checkpoints in your head? Does it kind of bring some clarity? What's that experience like right now, just seeing that, you know? Okay, Julie, see you in a bit. Joe says enlightened. Cool. Yeah, it's just seeing it through a different lens, right? And now that you guys have these two, I want you to take those and I want you to look at any commercial that you see. Watch infomercials, watch things and all that good stuff, and it'll be fun to go through. You know, you'll start to notice all kinds of things. But those tax ID, I didn't invent those by any means. You know, they've been out there forever. It's just classics, sales training. But no, that's good to go through. Now let me do one more, and we'll do a little live Q&A, and we'll take off. Even in the Mario Kart video, I got a case study one here. This is something that you guys will use. It's just longer, so we don't have the time. But this is one of my case study campaigns that I run and I demonstrate through. It's on our website, so you guys can see it there. Joe says, I need my own The Pitch show. That'd be good. All right, we'll do the Mario Kart one. We'll take off. Again, as you hear them or see them, type them in the chat. It's good practice. It'll get your writing sharp because to me, it's second nature. Like when I was doing this presentation, Rena's like, wait, do we have a formula for this? And I'm like, yes, I do it all the time. And she's like, really? Like, yeah, she doesn't even realize it because I've been doing it for so long. I don't write it out every time I do it, right? It's second nature. But yet, you'll see the elements again show up right now. Check it out. Oh, I need to go back. There we go.
According to Forbes, 8 out of 10 businesses that start fail within the first 18 months. And do you know why? Because they don't have enough customers. And even worse, they don't know how to find them. Print ads, radio, buckle up, baby, because I'm about to show you how to save these businesses and make a bunch of money in the process. Once a month, I host a free online training for entrepreneurs to teach them how to sell their product or service using Facebook and Instagram ads. At the end of my training, they'll have the opportunity to enroll into my course, clicks, into customers. And for every person that signs up, well, you get paid a lot of money. And they learn some information that will stop them from getting absolutely destroyed by their competition. Kind of like these guys here. But we're not here to destroy you. We're here to partner with you and help you make a lot of money, kind of like this guy did. Michael Qzx had 700 people register for the training in September. We brought in $89,000 in 4 days. That's a lot of coins. A free training that actually helps people. And I share things like how we generated 290
Testimonial. I know you guys saw it.
Or how I boosted my agency from 30 to 200 clients in 3 months, or working with brands and franchises like King Motors.
Credibility.
Over 140 Orange Theory locations. I'm going to turn your followers into stars. Show them how I sold $150,000 worth of wetsuits 8 months in a row, only using Facebook ads. That's called winning, baby. So here's the bottom line. We'd like to pay you a large amount of money to invite entrepreneurs to my free training. Partner with us, drink with us, play Mario Kart with us, and get paid by us.
So, as you guys can see on that one, we did some things out of the order that you saw, and that really comes from, you know, I write a lot of these, right? I think about 4 or 5 years, that's all I do is write these videos, you know, type of deals. So I can get a little more creative in regards to when I'm doing certain things. And the way I'm doing that is because I'm making the video still grasp your attention, right, with what's going on visually. So I can kind of distort these things and plug and play, but nonetheless, you guys are still seeing the same thing. I go into the benefits, the problem solutions. You saw the testimonial came in a little bit earlier. I made promises at the end because I wanted them to come to the training or reach out to us. You know, but all of the elements are still there. You see what I'm saying? And so again, as you grow and you get better and you practice this, you'll be able to kind of mix, mash, and, you know, and switch and swap. So cool. That'll conclude our lesson today. On a scale of 1 to 10, how helpful was today? I think it might have been my favorite in regards to like stuff that you guys. I got a lot of. I got 3 11s right there, fam. That's what I'm talking about. But cool. Yeah, I think this one's always one of the most helpful because this tool right here is so important for your businesses in 2016. This is a very right now, so relevant. Use it today type of structure. So good. 110. I'll take that number. Cool. 15 different than what I expected. Nice. 9. I'll take it at least. Sure. Good. I love it. And obviously, hey, if there's anything we can do better to be more helpful, let us know. Like, for example, one thing that I took the girls on, I said, hey, let's definitely create some kind of worksheet with this to kind of help you just fill in the blank. So we're creating that. So give it a couple of days. You'll see it in the gene pool, but you'll actually see a template to all of it. So that way you guys can kind of print it out, you know what I mean, and practice like that. I think that'll be the best way to do it. But either two, again, everybody, while you guys are watching TV, etc., every time you have the TV on, anytime there's a commercial, just think about these. Just think about it, okay? And you'll have fun pointing them out. And oh, okay, cool. I see why they did that. And you know, it'll looking through a different lens, so to speak. So, yeah, cool, good. No, thank you for being here. Thanks, Norm. Awesome. Well, I'll see you guys. For those of you who are on the camp call, I will see you in about 40 minutes. For those of you who are in Gene Pool, thank you for being here. I'll see you next week. Oh, guest speaker next week. Shout out to that. Guest speaker next week. So make sure you're here. You know, those are always fun. A little different voice than mine, but it will be somebody who knows a lot about video. And we'll teach you a bunch. So do not miss that. Remember, last week we had lead pages here, which I thought was a fun, very relevant one for persuasive writing. Consider they see more data than any of us. And then to jump on the video too will be a lot of fun. So, you know, we're going to bring somebody great for you. So make sure you're here. If you're here and you're not a part of camp, what are you doing, damn it? Come to camp. Qzx900customers.com, passcode BOSS. But yeah, for those of you, I'll see you in a bit. If not, I'll see you guys next week when we have our guest presenter. Thank you all for being here. I hope we deliver. And if I don't, let me know. Tell me what I can do better so I can make sure that we blow your socks off every week. What's my Snapchat? Ask Billie Jean. Ask Billie Jean. Real simple. That's like our handle on everything, just to make it consistent. So rock and roll. Thank you all for being here. I will talk to y'all later. Be cool, but don't freeze. Later, skaters.